I'm a feminist, but I don't hate men. Let me explain. So I always try and communicate the fact that feminism isn't about bashing men, and that the end goal isn't to dehumanise men and make women's needs more important. It's just to make women's needs important. This fair-minded notion just isn't translating. I somehow find myself in really awkward, heated situations whenever I identify as a feminist. There is a lot of tension surrounding the word. I think this is due to misunderstanding and an awareness of meaning. The concept behind the label feminist isn't extreme, nor is it one-sided. But annoyingly, many people, many men, think otherwise. So these days I choose to use female empowerment in my videos and on Instagram and stuff as a replacement. Nevertheless, I still identify as a feminist, obviously. Why? Because no country in the world has gender equality. Neither is any set to achieve it by 2030. Not enough effort is going into changing this horrific truth. There's no urgency. In fact, the most recent global gender report found that due to the lack of action and sense of immediacy, it will take a whopping 108 years to achieve gender equality. I was about to say inequality then. Gender equality, 108 years. How horrible is that? That is crazy. There are so many shocking statistics out there. All you have to do is go on Google and read. So, if you look up feminism, it's written plain and simple. The end goal is equality of the sexes. That's it, not world domination, which I think a lot of people, get worried about. It's that easy and that perfectly reasonable. Really, that's it. Just equality. That's all we're asking. Speaking as a feminist, just so you can hear it from the horse's mouth, all I want is equal opportunities to the men in my life, to men in general, in the workplace, in education, in general society. Still not convinced that feminism is anti-men? Enter the divine feminine and masculine. So, if you have no idea what I'm referring to, this is a theory that, or a principle that recognises that there are two predominant energies that live within a human that dictate how we behave. These opposing expressions of consciousness are known as the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Gender does not matter because a man can personify more divine feminine qualities than a woman might. So just to be 100% clear, these are energies that are kind of separated, they're divided in two. They're kind of separate sides. The masculine and the feminine. And each individual human needs both. So, just to make it clear, I've written down on my laptop some characteristics of the divine feminine, which I'll quickly read out now. So, creative, loving, wise and flexible, emotional strength, wants to be as opposed to do, measures success by connections with other humans, emotional reality and inner being is of most importance, maintains a deep inner knowing, so really in tune with intuition, always ready to self-sacrifice, treasures a sense of community, greater good is everything, does things for pleasure rather than for the result. So that's the divine feminine qualities, and the divine masculine qualities I've also got written down because I haven't done my research. Logical, loyal and closed off, present within each moment, concerned with material items and aesthetics, action taken when fully informed, competitive, firm and protective, use of brute force, need to do, acts in order to achieve a goal, and clear defined boundaries. There are so many more, by the way, just go and look them up. It's really interesting. And there's also the wounded feminine and the wounded masculine, which I'm not going to go into in this video, but if you find it interesting, comment down below, subscribe as well whilst I'm here. Comment down below and let me know, and I will do a video on that because it's only actually quite new to me. I've heard about this concept before, but I've done a lot of research on it recently and I would happily talk more about it. But anyway, back to it. So if you're still struggling to understand, I'm sorry, my bad. Just view the divine feminine and the divine masculine as two different energies. Everyone embodies these two different energies. Men, women, non-binary individuals, trans individuals, anyone who is anyone, just all to different degrees. The idea is to just have a good balance of both. Perfection isn't really attainable to any human, as the saying, nobody is perfect, outlines. So with that in mind, no one can perfectly balance the two energies. A lot of people will live more in one energy than the other. I think I'm fairly balanced, but live slightly more in my feminine energy at the current moment, but only recently. It can change, and it has, because I definitely lived more in my masculine energy for a long while, for sure. At the current moment, I'm journaling a lot, I'm meditating a lot, I'm exercising a lot, I'm spending a lot of time on my own, which I think is helping me to kind of balance these energies out a bit more, and has helped me move out of that phase that I was in that was very kind of the divine masculine. Obviously, I had like elements of divine femininity within me that controlled how I reacted to certain things, but I really did live in the masculine energy. But yeah, I've journaled and stuff basically to calm my need to just do all the time, because it's so intense, it's way too intense. A bit of that is great, but I'm working on it. This is a divine masculine trait that I'm looking to calm. It definitely gets the better of me. But a divine masculine trait that I've been trying to introduce into my life a bit more is the ability to set strong, strict boundaries. So yeah, I've been working on kind of balancing the energies, and I'm feeling a lot better for it. I do recognise that we are really encouraged to live in one energy more than the other, that being the masculine energy. This is kind of to keep up with the competitive society that we live in. So capitalism, consumer culture, greed, wealth, just, yeah, all of those aspects kind of dominate our world. And growing up in a world that idealises these concepts inevitably has an impact on us. I think it pushes us to develop and lean on our masculine traits more than our feminine. We kind of value our masculine traits more because, yeah, they are appreciated more, they are applauded more, you know, for being hardworking and, you know, not resting. Well done, you are so hardworking, you don't quit. Excellent. Familiar? Anyway, so why am I using this kind of spiritual concept to back up that feminism isn't a I hate men movement? Because this theory recognises that women have masculine traits within them and men feminine. Therefore, if we want to get closer to achieving gender equality, I think men and us women need to delve more into our divine femininity. I think it will really encourage us to refocus on what's important, to like really connect with our human values. Because the divine feminine focuses on the needs of others. It puts much emphasis on maintaining a strong community and a sense of responsibility. So perhaps activating our feminine energies will help us get rid of this male-dominated reality. If we all honour the feminine characteristics that live within us, deep down, I do think our realities will be completely reshaped for the better. And the point is, we all have this. Men have this. It's not women are better and men are ugh. We all have masculine and feminine traits within us. We just need more of a balance. That's all we're asking for. So feminism isn't asking men to go. It isn't showing men the door. It's just asking them to put their loving and caring self into action. The self that's concerned with greater good. It's this energy, this form of consciousness that's going to question the world that we live in, the world that is home to all these inequalities that see women suffer recurrently. If you look up online how to tap into your feminine energy, there are so many suggestions, and I also think that a lot of women need to do this. I definitely did, because we've been kind of conditioned to live within, to live our lives with this masculine energy, to kind of adapt so we can fit in to society and prosper and earn lots of money. That's just the reality, and I think everyone needs a balance to feel happy within themselves. I really do. So yeah, one suggestion is meditation. I do a kind of chatty video on a Wednesday that you can meditate to. There's like relaxing meditation music. And I try to keep a calm voice, even though I do get passionate. It's very motivational, but anyway, sorry. I was thinking perhaps I should take a leaf out of Emma Watson's book and talk a bit more about he for she. He for she is a movement that has very similar intentions to feminism. Whilst Emma Watson does identify as a feminist, she has acknowledged the stigma surrounding the term in a few interviews.
Fighting for women's rights has too often become synonymous with man-hating.
So I think that's why she's put a lot of energy into he for she. Part of me thinks that if so many people are uninterested and just unwilling to read and find out about feminism and really understand what it's about and the good that it actually seeks to bring about in society, then why are they going to do any different for he for she? Won't adding a new label or a new concept just add new perspectives that people aren't interested in learning, and maybe it will create more confusion? If you know what I mean? I don't know. This is just me going for a whim. Maybe not. Maybe this is a more contemporary, palatable term, particularly for men, and we need more men allies badly. We need more men speaking up, more men realising what's going on. Yeah. So I don't really care about the label at all, actually. I care about the messages and the goals behind these terms. So as long as more people are learning about the inequalities that women face, I'm happy. As long as they're learning and wanting to do something about it. I don't care what the name of the movement is. It's great. Let's do it. Anyway, that is the end of this video. Please subscribe, like, share and comment. I'm here every Friday and every Wednesday. As I said, I do a meditation / just chatty video that you can listen to and feel calm and motivated and purposeful in this world. And chatty videos are a little bit like this. I talk about an array of things. I'm vegan, I'm feminist and I'm bi. I will leave a link below so you can donate to he for she, because it is a great cause. And yeah, I'm all for it. I wasn't trying to like badmouth it or anything. I will also list all the gender inequality facts and statistics and research that I talked about earlier in the video down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a really pleasant day. That was so British. Boring myself. I'm gonna go. Sorry if I was a bit grumpy in this video. I'm feeling like the tiniest bit anxious. Tiniest bit. It's not that I didn't want to film. If anything, filming helps me feel better. I'm wearing my jazzy outfit in the house. I'm not going anywhere because we're in lockdown still in Britain. So yeah, let's just conclude. Lots of love. Give your cats and your dogs and all your animals a cuddle from me.